Okay, today in this video we will now talk about multi-step equations that require more than one step to solve. You'll notice that in both of these equations we have some parentheses to deal with, and we are going to get rid of those parentheses by distributing what is outside of those parentheses. So when we distribute that 3 on the right side, the equation we have left is negative 27 plus 6y equals, and when we distribute, we multiply. So we have 3y minus 9. Now, the next thing you'll notice is that we have a variable on both sides. So the next thing we want to do is get that variable on one side. So we either want to move the 6y or the 3y. Now, when solving these equations, I always prefer the variable term to be positive. So in order to do that, I subtract the 3y. That way, I have a positive variable term on that right side. So, using that subtraction property equality, we're left with negative 27 plus 3y, 6y, and negative 3y is positive 3y is equal to negative 9. Now, we have both addition and subtraction involved with the variables, so we take care of the addition first by adding the opposite of negative 27 to both sides. So we're going to add 27 to both sides so that they cancel out. So we are left with 3y is equal to 18. And then to solve the addition, just like in example B, we divide both sides by 3, which leaves us with y is equal to 6. Now, once again, you can always check that solution by substituting the solution we have in for each of those variables. So we're going to check to see if negative 27 plus 6 times 6 is in fact equal to 3 times a quantity 6 minus 3. So we're going to simplify both of these sides and make sure they simplify down to the same number. So negative 27 plus, then we multiply 6 times 6 using our order of operations, which is 36. We will simplify what's inside the parentheses first, so we end up with 3 times 3. Negative 27 plus 36 is 9. 3 times 3 is also 9. So they simplify to the same value. So therefore, y equals 6 is in fact our solution. In the second one, example D, we have 2 sets of parentheses to take care of. So in the first one, we are going to distribute the 3. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times the negative 1 is negative 3. And in the second one, we need to be careful because we are going to distribute a negative 2. So negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8, which is equal to 11x. Now, on this left side, we've got some like terms to combine. We've got 6x and negative 6x. 6x and negative 6x, well, they cancel out, so we are left with 0. Negative 3 and negative 8 simplifies to negative 11, and that is equal to 11x. Now we have a basic one-step equation, and in order to solve that, we divide both sides by 11 for a solution x is equal to negative 1. Now, once again, when we check, we're going to substitute -1 in for all the x's. So we have 3 times 2 times -1 minus 1 minus 2 times a quantity, 3 times -1 plus 4 equals 11x. And then forgot to substitute -1 in for times -1. So now we start simplifying. Make sure both sides simplify to the same value. So simplifying in here with the check, we've got 2 times -1, which is -2 minus 1. And in here we've got -3 plus 4, the 3 times -1. And we're going to see if that's equal to 11 times -1 or -11. So we're going to continue simplifying this left side. -2 minus 1 is -3. -3 plus 4 is 1. And we're going to see if that's equal to -11. Now we do the multiplication. We have -9. -2 times 1 minus 2. And -9 minus 2 is in fact -11. Since they are equal, -1 is in fact our solution. So make sure you check those answers. You can guarantee that you solve the equation correctly when you do that. The next video that you will watch deals with special solutions when solving equations.